law should be amended. We deport families as a whole. Yeah, we deported families along with their convicted kin. Alright, everybody, welcome back to Frostpunk 2. Now, as you know, last time, the game, crashed at the very end, so we're going to be coming back to wherever we left off and return to Winterhome. So make sure to like, subscribe, and go follow me on Rumble. Alright, we're in. And yeah, it's just gonna take us back to here, which we didn't really do anything after we got this. I see, we're gonna colonize Winterhome. Yeah, we gotta grant the agenda to the Faith Keepers, because we promised to do that, apparently. But I think our next goal should be trying to reduce squalor, because right now squalor is causing some tension. But first, it's time to do some voting, because we live in a democracy, whatever that is. This will pass, because we have the Faith Keepers as a majority, as you can see here, which, if you click on them, you can actually see more about them. Follows of the religious movement established by the captain seeking ascension in technology. They're communal, traditional, and devoted to the captain's memory. So these are the things they seek to pass, along with their abilities. I think if you click on them individually, you can see stuff about them. So for instance, this Faith Keeper as a barista has had a vision as a child and has been unwavering in her faith ever since, loves mentoring children, easily manipulated by impassioned pleas. So yeah, you can just read about each faction and like their members. Which, as you can see here, this is totally a democracy. This is a completely fair democracy, because the Faith Keepers are 45% of the population, you know? So they get 45% of the rule. And the moment they have over 51% of the rule, they just automatically win. That's just democracy.
The votes are in.
The measure passes. Good, 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 good. We can do a baptism in 9 weeks. We can grant them their agenda as they wish. Let's just rush those researchers, get the research out fast. And honestly, I don't know what we're going to be doing here other than going to Winterhome, which is in the Cursed Valley. So we should probably, well, right now we're researching Skyways. However, I want to get us the best Frostland teams we can really get right now. So let's get some freight docks. We're going to get some, automated freight docks. Because this also increase the efficiency of things on the Frostland. Yeah, we don't like these guys. We just don't. Do I have prisons? I forget. Let me check. Do I have prisons? Yes, I do. We're also doing Frostland deportations, which is also good. I need to find where my prisons are. There we go. Round up evolvers. Anyways, we need to build some more of these. We're gonna build 2. Is there anything else we need? We could use more food. We're low on food. There's nothing we can really do about the food problem for now. Okay, we have a bunch of scouts. Let's outfit an exploration into the mysterious towers. I don't know how long it's going to take, but they're going to explore Tesla City. Well, the tunnels of Tesla City. I hope they don't die. But, you never know, really. Alright, do we have anything for Frostlands? Just logistics. Do we have a single survivalist headquarters? No, we do not. Let us build 1 survivalist headquarters for now. Also, we have detainees, you know, we can banish them, we can do a lot of things. I'll probably enlist them to the Steward's Militia, just to force them into my rule. Alright, we need to make things warm again. Okay, can't get anything there. Okay, we can also increase efficiency of these, and I need more scouts, so might as well. We don't want auto-allocate on, because auto-allocate just keeps it on warm, and we want it, sorry, just keeps it on livable, and we want it hot. We want it warm, in order to increase efficiency of everything, because we have the oil to spare, so we might as well become more efficient. Alright, automated freight docks. I think there's one more thing down here. Yes, outpost operations law. So we can either get frontier footholds, which we don't want, or we can get extraction strongholds. See, what we want is we want extraction strongholds, which will further increase the outpost efficiency. Okay, let's get ourselves an automated freight dock right here. And then, yeah, let's build a skyway then. Between these places here. There we go. Allows us to transport more oil over. Till death do us part. Steward, a woman, and 3 small children were caught attempting to stow away with a convoy Frostland deportees. The law should be amended. We deport families as a whole, said one Faithkeeper delegate. So we can amend the law, or keep families together. If we're going to amend the law, we'll allow them to go all together. This will further decrease the manpower needed for each outpost. So for instance, at this outpost, we turn it on, we only need 4. Which, yes, it's still a good bit, and we haven't really decreased it down to 3, but, like, that's still an extra scout. And that's always a good thing. It's always a good thing to have an extra scout. Okay, here we go. Another law may be passed, and mechanized scouts. Exploration time is decreased. This is also another good one. We do want less exploration time. Pathfinder Scouts is okay. It means you don't have to build as many Scouts headquarters. But, like, you don't really need it. Can we do baptisms now? Yes, we can. We can organize baptisms. And I think we can condemn you, right? No, you're preparing to protest. It's fine. We'll just beat you up. We'll just beat you down. Alright, that's going to New London, okay. Okay, let's actually do some scouting. Unfortunately, this, storm is still over here, so we can't really get much. Connect skyways. No, because in the storm, I can't do that, unfortunate. Unfortunate, but we do need to connect this via skyways, because it's just easier. Okay, let's go... Well, actually, wait. What happened down here? Tesla crater. Scouts reached the end of the tunnels and found an isolated crater of an unpowered electrical tower on top of the sheer cliffs to all sides. At the bottom of the crater is a frozen lake. Structures from frozen beneath the ice. Our geologists suspect the lake is not astral, but formed after a flash of heat melted the snow of the nearby peaks. We have no idea, but it seems... That's it? Really? Alright. Maybe after we get... Wait, maybe? This is just my, suspicion. Maybe after we get rid of all the prefabs, there'll be something else here. Although, actually, we do have this, and we do have this down here, which is... nothing here. Too inaccessible to benefit New London right now. Alright, extraction, strongholds, suggested by the... Yeah. Anyways, outpost efficiency is increased. Let's do this. It passes no matter what. Because, again, we're the majority of the population, so it's mob rule. What we say goes. And even though I'm supposed to be the unbiased leader, I'm very biased. Which I think is completely fair. Let's see. Crime elimination, public executions. We don't really need that right now. We're guard immunity. We have no crime in the city. Maybe some hubs would be nice. I'm not sure. What do we need? Do we have... Yeah, we have workplace control. We have all this. Good research generator upgrade for when we're ready. Because we do need this to complete the game. I know that for sure. Coal liquefiers are not bad, though. Because we can make coal and we can turn it into oil. I know I did that when I played on my own. Heat dispatcher. This just increases the temperature level in the area. Which we don't need. Drugs, man. Yeah, that's just opioids. Again, if it was, merits, then yeah, I'd totally just start placing down stimulant factories, but it's not. Is there any laws, really? No, not really. Okay, let's just get a logistics bay then to get some more scouts. Automated logistics bay. As you have. So we need to prepare for colonization. Oh yeah, so the Evolvers are going to protest. Yeah, that's what's going on right here. Evolvers protest, ignore them! Yeah, they've shut down this. We're just gonna beat them up. We're just gonna start cracking some skulls. We do need to build more prison. Yeah, I'm gonna build another prison because this adds another space for 500 more detainees, and we'll just probably deport them. You know, it's where they belong. Is that gonna be enough? No, still not enough. Anyways, that should be fixed soon. Can we do anything else with you? No, not right now. Detainees, we're still rounding up people, that's right. Round them up. Yeah, we don't need to build anything, so I've sort of come to this, part now where there's nothing for me to do exactly. Except for research and build a few buildings here and there, I think. Well, a charcoal plant wouldn't be bad. We could turn materials into coal. I mean, listen, dude, in this game, you can just basically, if you really do this research tree and you really do either... Well, honestly, either of these works, but honestly, if you're doing adaptation, you can literally... Yeah, go adaptation to merit, and you can get everything you need out of just industrial districts. Yeah, might as well just research this early, right? There's no point putting it off to later. Let's have the Faith Keepers research this. It's gonna cost us a lot of heat stamps, but we can also just raise 1,000 heat stamps from the Faith Keepers themselves. It is very kind of them to be willing to hand over so many heat stamps. It is incredibly kind of them. Yeah, we deported families along with their convicted kin. I don't get what any of that had to actually do with it. See, the Frostliners exist, but they're again, these guys are too small. This guy's 6%, and this guy's 26. See, mainly the Frostliners are the biggest ones who have to worry about, but thankfully the combined Faith Keepers and New Londoners will fix that. Although we did actually lower the amount of population they are because we what is it called? We asked them for money, so some people left the faction because they were collecting funds. Which I don't really understand that entirely. Wait, is it? Wait. Haha. Wait a minute, you can use heating hubs now again? I could have sworn the last time I played this, you could not use heating hubs with the adjacency. It just didn't heat them up anymore. Would be nice to get something that reduces tension. Knight of the Broken Evolvers, Steward the Militiaman recruited from the Faith Keepers to send him last night upon businesses associated with them. We're gonna commend the, Faith Keepers. Great job. This city has no place for people like this, the Evolvers. The atheist class. That's probably actually what we're gonna research next, something that reduces tensions. Alright, we rounded up some detainees. Only 200, but let's decide their fates. We could exile them, which kills them. Force them to see reason, which that's going to return them. We could gain guard squads, or just leave them in prison. I am going to enlist them to the militia. We're going to gain a few people.
The delegates have gathered and will...
Alright. So, nobody's going to be supporting martial law. Nobody's going to be supporting secret police. Doesn't matter. Basically, we already have secret police made of the people. Willing to do anything we say. Survival. No, we got, like, everything. Okay, let's just make a deal. Negotiate with the Faith Keepers. I promise to use youth volunteer duty, and then let's also just throw on that, and let's just go over to the, New Londoners. I promise to grant you guys the agenda, even though I'm not sure what you're gonna vote for. Wow, will you look at that? The people voted for secret police. Democracy, alright? Listen, they voted for us, therefore it's the right thing to do. Secret police. Lovely jubbly. Assign secret police. Improve their standing. Assign secret police. Run a smear campaign. Wow.
A new law takes hold.
Anyways, what did I promise? Path to power for the city's safety. Stuart and the Evolvers protest have terrified many in the city. Many are calling for their response from the council. Calls a council session immediately. They want me to sign martial law. Alright, alright. Listen, who am I to not give the people what they want? Truly, truly, I say. Who am I to deny the people martial law? Come on, get it passed. We can get a few votes, alright? There we go, martial law. Man, this is so easy. Before you know it, I'll have people calling me captain. Yeah, New Londoners, you have the agenda. You're probably gonna pass something stupid or something, I don't know. Alright, the Silver Automaton. We repair the Automaton for 1.2k workforce or take the cores. We're gonna take the cores, because that's 4, and we need those. Alright, the Plague Shacks. Yeah, so we don't have experimental treatment, so we can't, cure these people. But we're gonna bring these sick people into New London. They have, like, the pox or something. Listen. I'm not heartless. I may be a bit cruel to these people, but I'm not heartless. Alright. Even if they're very, very sick. We're still gonna let them in. In fact, let's build another recovery hospital, why don't we? We haven't expanded this. We can just expand this to get some more food. Easy. More food for us. I really should be scouting out more. Let's look for some easy... Well, I know the mountain pass is easy to scout here. It's right in between 2 mountains, as one would expect. And then, fishing shores, because there's some chance we get some cores there. We need to get 40 to be able to upgrade the generator. Oh, yeah, that's right. I promised, youth volunteer duty. Which we don't really need, but, like, meh, whatever. We could, yeah, see, okay, wait, we already have a heating hub here. So that's why these are really warm. Fortunately, not warm enough. But I still do want to research something. Okay, we do not have enough housing anymore, so let's build some more housing, I guess. It's just that simple. Oh, here we go. We can build some housing right here. Some nice housing. Yeah, some more... See, another thing is, it's actually good that the Frostlanders are joining these guys, because I can just get more people to leave, and I can just round them up and ship them out. Alright, this died, so we can just tear this to pieces. Yeah, so we need 26 more cores to be able to do that. Yeah, researchers develop new technology. Okay, let's get, air transport, maybe? No. Rail hub. This will increase the efficiency of things. Actually, no. What I really should be doing is probably a maintenance hub, right? This will really do, but we already have everybody does maintenance, so let's get a fighting hub to decrease tensions. Okay, I just realized we're a bit lower on everything. It's not good. It's not good at all. Let's have this. One's more prioritizing goods making. That's already doing it. We don't have enough food. That's fine. Send it to New London. Alright, materials are problem too. Well, then again, we did just, expand this, so the old dreadnought here. We can ship over some materials, which again, they already don't have any materials, really. But we can just send them a bit less. We can also send over way more oil. Transfer resources. There we go. The colonist is doing fine. Oh shoot, some people in New London just froze to death. Because they're unhoused. Unfortunate, but not insane. Maybe I should just build another industrial district. Maybe. Maybe. But I'm unsure. Okay, I have a lot of ability to, like, build things in general, so I should probably build something. Could build a watchtower, could build a lot of things. Which should I build, though? I mean, dude, we have, like, infinite heat stamps at this point. Let's just make this our housing district. The housing district. It's gonna have a bunch of housing in it. It's gonna cost us 2 extra heat stamps, but we already have 40 from goods trades, so it really doesn't matter. If anything, we just need more population so more people can buy goods. Let's also build a fuel depot, just because. Alright, we're ready for another council meeting. Maybe I'll be able to become the captain. No, wait, I can't become the captain. That's a story. Alright, there we go. Fighting hub. Okay, what is this? Desperate mother. Selling children. We're looking at potential child trafficking. We must get to the bottom of this. Child labor. I mean, we already have child labor, so I don't think child trafficking is that far off. Alright, famine prevention, this is what they want. It's very expensive though, so we're not gonna do that. Resources. Automated workforce. I don't understand why this is radical. Yeah, we get 1.6 thousand workers. See, another thing is here, this is also a lot worse. This, like, it just does nothing good. This actually gives you stuff. Alright, let's build a foundry, I guess, right? Because then we can get some extra, materials. See, it's really mandatory unions that's dragging us down. Alright, City Development Service. Yes, they want this instead of Heat Pipe Watch. We're gonna do guided voting against this. Because we want Heat Pipe Watch to increase the heating in all the housing areas. City Development effort just gives us so little that it's not worth it. Can I grant you guys the agenda? There's no law that they want to pass. So yeah, there's nothing we can do there. Alright. This is not that bad, all things considered. Another fighting hub. Again, this is just to reduce tension, because we have a lot of, tension. Oh, wait, that's right. We can detain more people. Rip them out of their homes, send them right to jail. Straight to jail, believe it or not, jail. For everybody. Children, too. Toss them in the clink. No one can escape justice. Promote? Can I condemn you guys yet? I think so. No. I can steal your money. Alright, our scouts have made a discovery. Let's see, what is here? Hot Spring Refugee. So we can rebuild the station. We have no need for this unless we reestablish contact with the hot springs, requires a trail to the city. Or we could dismantle the station for a prefab, for prefabs and a core. Found the body. Oh, this is for Outpost 11. In the heart of the mountain pass stands an old loading spring. Likely used to connect Outpost 11 with the distant hot spring. Inside found the body of an elderly man who froze to death while waiting for a transport that never arrived. We're gonna come back later for that. Mossy Cave and Cursed Circle. The scouts will tell everybody we brought a curse back to New London. Some nomads found a circle of strange machinery. Around a single charred body, if scouts claim the parts are cursed to be left where they're like, no, we need those cores, sorry. Okay, we're gonna do mass exploration over here. Exploration. English. You think I'd be able to speak it, but apparently not. Anyways, we're gonna get some more scouts out, and we're gonna get one last scout headquarters down.
Brace yourselves. Cold is coming.
Okay, let's just increase the heating everywhere. See, another thing is, even though it might not look like I should have increased heat there, doing so has saved me a bunch of, heating. See? It's weird how this game works. I think it's completely and utterly broken, but it just works. So we roll with it. For instance, those two increases in heat just increase heat everywhere to the point where it's too hot and we have to reduce heat because we're just wasting it. Anyways, let's make sure, again, we gotta make sure all the scout stuff is hot in order to get extra scouts. Which we actually have 20 scouts, I think we should be able to go somewhere, right? No. Costs more than 20 scouts, huh? We could always get more food. This is almost dead, so maybe. Wow, this thing's just taking forever to move away from here. I mean, while they're at it, I'm pretty sure we can get food and, like, less illness. And we can even get some population from over here, so let's connect this up to the mountain pass. It's very expensive, which is why I'm not doing it with anything too pricey. I'm just doing trails. Alright, let's connect this to here. So we can connect with a trail, increase population growth. It's visible for miles around. Could get some coal, but we don't need coal. Okay, now, has this increased the amount of research we're getting from here? I don't know. I want to pretend it does, however. Which is also why we're probably going to do that next. Actually, I can check. Let me go into here. Tesla City, 25%. That's probably more than before. I think it was only like 10% before. So we got like, what, a 15% increase? It's also an outpost, so it's just increased efficiency of it when it's connected via Skyways. It means it has to have increased our research efficiency. Anyways, this should... Yeah, this is decreasing tension by a lot in the housing districts nearby. We're building one here too, which does the same. We need more materials, however. So we're going to set up some temporary materials things. And as we can severely reduce... Well, we can't really severely reduce workforce in anywhere. We've already sort of covered everything we can cover. Just checking what I can do here. It looks like nothing. You guys... How much money will you give me? 400? Not enough. Not enough, Governor. Because more, Governor. More. Always. More. Governor. I could take this. I don't see a reason to. Okay, there we go. We can go to the Cursed Valley. Which, honestly, seems to take very few scouts. Because, see, it requires 25. But I don't think it really requires 25. Because none of this seems to actually be taking a lot of, Yeah, it's going to take up a lot of heat stamps, but I do think it's worth it. This trail here was just a temporary trail. Population growth is increased. This outpost once predicted... Oh, this is the weather station. Once predicted temperature drops for winterhome. The peak is visible for miles around. The ideal place for beacon. Good to know. Yeah. Yeah, we only have 16 cores. We need a lot more. And when this dies, it's going to be pretty bad. We need to stockpile food. Yeah, does the fertilizer-linked diseases increase because we're using fertilizer? You know, I'm surprised there isn't like an adaptation law that literally just turns human bodies into fertilizer. Like, we already sort of had that. Okay, well, now... Because, see, I don't know about that. I don't know if I should place that there. Does this cost... Yes, it does cost a steam core. This all costs steam course. Okay, good to know. Let's just get asylums. Lunatic asylum, yeah? We can load all the lunatics into it. That way we, the people, may be safe from the enemies of the people. Oh yeah, so we cannot get this because it's not truly dire yet. So we can't actually research anything right now. There's nothing to research. There's nothing to pass. Because if I go here, I cannot grant them the agenda because there's nothing they'd like to pass. Okay, there we go. Redemption Way and some other things been discovered. Shipwreck Camp. We can support new leadership. We can reinstate old leadership. We can bring these people to New Londons. We'll have to crush them first. So what is new leadership? Durham name be by Baron's Camp. Is that Lord Craven? I kind of like Lord Craven, so maybe. Yeah, these guys are for equality, I think, and Lord Craven's for tradition and merit, maybe. Broken chains hang from the gunwell of a wrecked prison hulk, founded by escaped convicts who swore all residents would be equal. Rival gangs formed over time now as they compete for power. We'll come back later. Alright, the Baron's Cave. A barrel of whiskey. A wall of whiskey barrels protects the entrance of this cave. Inside, shackled servants sell anything from stolen jackets to sun drugs. Towards the back of the market, where the servants themselves are bought and sold, our scouts were handed a message. To whomsoever rules New London, I rescued each of my servants from certain death, in the plague-ridden bilge of Shipwreck Camp. Send us the materials to make weapons, and we shall expand to the Shipwreck Camp itself. So we can shut it down. We can come back later, or we can send materials. It will take 10,000 materials. Yeah, we must take steps towards merit, so we cannot actually do that. Yeah, so we're not going to be able to do that, so we might as well just get rid of them. Might as well just shut it down. Because we can't help them, so we might as well do that. So access to springs. Yes, we need to help the people of Hot Springs. And yeah, so they're murdering infants. So we're gonna order them to take the infants in. So we're gonna get some more population growth at the cost of slightly decreasing workforce by 1,000. We're gonna take in the children that the people of the Hot Springs refuse to. And by refuse to, I mean they're throwing babies off cliffs. However, being as for some reason kind as we are, instead of just killing them, we're going to take in the children, and instead of just murdering the people who are throwing children off cliffs. Seems a bit. I mean, if we're literally having public executions, but yet we refuse to stop child murder, I'm not sure what the logic is there. But sure. But then again, we also are deporting children out into the Frostlands. I can't forget that. Yeah, we have. Okay, yeah. Let's just double checking. Yeah, we have everything. All right. More people live among us. Because we're gonna rebuild the station. It's only gonna cost us 200 stamps. It's not that much. And we need to find their mushrooms because they're a bunch of drug addicts, I guess. So I think we need to connect this to them. Does that really count? There we go. We connect that to them, and then we're gonna go to the plains where I think we're supposed to go. The easily defendable ridgeline is rumored to be a hiding place of many who fled the gang to Shipwreck Camp. Including convicts who believe in equality. Listen, normally I'm against equality, however, today, and today only, I am willing to get equality. We need to go to the ridgeline to be able to get the people we need. To reinstate the old leaders who believe in equality. Which honestly, equality is more powerful than merit in this game in terms of the end laws. The end point of the laws. However, in general, it's just weaker in terms of the actual laws. But we have so many people here, I keep kind of forgetting that we just have so high of a population. Anyhow, let's build another fighting hub. How? Nah, there's no point. We've already got absent tension, because that's how good of a leader I am. I'm having my people fight each other in order to reduce the tensions of the city. Alright, what do we do here? Curse Valley explored. Alright, so here is Winterhome. So we cannot say this place today we should move on, we're going to explore the site. We're going to explore the site. And then here's a bunch of Frostlanders. I'm sure the people will be safe in our city. We're going to take them in. They're in the old Dreadnought, which I'm pretty sure is the people of Winterhome. Oh no, wait. Yeah. They're literally from Winterhome. So that's what happened to the people of Winterhome. They're now 2,000 strong. Alright, let's build to there. Let's watch our scouts move about. What are these guys doing here? Are you returning? Shutting down. Okay, okay, so the scouts are leading the guards back to the city after we murdered Lord Craven. Or who I assume is Lord Craven, because I don't know who else went that way other than Lord Craven after fleeing from the refugees. Our great and mighty friend, Lord Craven. Alright, Stuart, as further investigation, the guard found out that the woman caught in the back alley with a newborn did indeed intend to sell him. The identified buyers as a childless couple living a somewhat comfortable life. We're expected to all have children by the law, but we cannot. Punish? Yeah, let's punish them all involved. I mean, come on, selling children? No. That's a bit much. It should have been executed in shame for this crime. You know what? You're right. We should have just executed. Okay, so now, here's the Baron Caves now. Our men have stormed the walls to strengthen the Baron's camp. We can take everything to New London. We can establish our own operation. So this will get us some heat stamps. Or we could take in... So yeah, so we can either sell people, liquor, and drugs, and luxury goods. Or we can take them all in. Service will come to New London. Yeah, so let's take everybody in. We are a city forged in equality and bureaucracy, after all. You know, I think I've done quite a great thing today. You know, I've done many a good deeds. Yes. Just gotta dig out a place. Actually, wait. I can get some extra, well, housing and heat if I go along this line here. Alright, we need... Okay, again, we have so many, so much heat stamps that I'll just build a few subsidized housing blocks. Again, this is really expensive, but, like, we can just ask the Faith Keepers for more money. They're just funding us. Let's enlist the Stewards Militia. More people join. We're going to condemn them for joining.
Open windows are wasteful. Freshen your air with a sprig of spruce needles.
Exactly, because you're losing a lot of heat if you open up a window. Wow, dude, we have so many people just dying from being cold. Like, it literally passed the whole shared common space law. So they'd be able to, you know, warm up by the fire. But apparently no. Requires 4 frost lanterns. Yes, we don't have enough food. We have a problem retaining to food.
Scouts have surveyed new areas.
More chemical hothouses, please. Okay, new areas. So here we have Hot Springs Mushroom Cave. We can either steal their mushrooms, which is nice, or repair the site, which creates a food harvesting site in the hot springs that we please. Or we can experiment with the mushrooms. We're going to repair the heating sites. We're not going to send these to either place, and we're going to connect them. We're going to connect this to the hot springs. No, okay, so they're just fine with walking over there. And what's this here? Bone traders. We can trade for goods. We can gain some goods, and we trade for food. Straight on the verge of starving, they'll have okay, let's make sure they don't starve. We've gone back to the hot springs. Okay, good. So yeah, we returned the bone traders to the hot springs. What sort of bones did we just get? I don't know. Could be human bones. Honestly, with their track record, I really wouldn't doubt that it's probably human bones. Let's just pretend and hope that they're not human bones then. Yeah, see, these guys are minimalists, so they despise warm or shelter exceeding demands. They're Darwinists. They love it when people get hurt, and research speed increases when we fund them. Oh yeah, but that's right. Let's just research public executions. Let's just start hanging people. You know, it's always a good day for a public execution. Let's build our lunatic asylum. We don't need it, or do we? I think we do. Yeah, unfortunately, that's as many scouts as we can get unless I get rid of a scout headquarters. But we kind of need it to keep them safe. Because scout headquarters reduces the danger, right? Wait, does it? Wait. Yeah, it does. It just doesn't say it. Okay, we have more people. Let's bring in some food. Actually, might as well just bring in some food from here, right? Let's just harvest. You know, I'm doing things the kind way, you know? Okay, so yeah, we can access the spring now. Yeah, some of our sick and wounded recover faster in these warm waters. So we're gonna send over our sick to reduce his... Yeah, there we go! All outposts here will decrease disease in the city and its colonies. There's literally no outpost to be made here other than this. Yeah, we might as well connect via Skyways, right? Even though it's gonna be pretty expensive. I mean, it's less... way too expensive. Okay, we're not doing that then. Is we're gonna research... Well, not research. We're going into these mountains here. That should be done. Event. Maintain strict oversights. Some doctor wants to do new things like feeding people mold and funguses to see if they get better. But no, we're not allowing that. Alright, the woodsman. You can, receive the sawmill, take it by force. Alright, yeah, the sounds of sawmill can be heard for miles before reaching this small community of old escaped convicts. Each worker is paid equally. Okay, but here's the thing. If it's a camp of people who are organized and want to be paid equally and look and wear the same uniforms, even when not on shift, why pay people at all? Hello? Why not just make everything free, you communists? Anyways, here is this. We're gonna take all the materials because we have enough goods. So can we, yeah, reinstate all leaders. The Shipwreck Camp will provide guards. We could forcefully reinstate the Woodsmen to bring equality and order to these people. Let's do it. And then yeah, now Woodsmen are ready to hand over the sawmills. So this is now material outpost. Let us connect it to... Honestly, let's just connect this first. We'll get a few guards from here. How many? I don't actually know. I hope that it's a good bit, however. We don't really need guards, but, like, it's nice either way, you know? Yeah, we don't have enough scouts for that. Forgers demands fail. Oh, wow, the people I hate, I failed. Oh, woe is me. Wait. It says warm homes. Oh my gosh, why is this cold? Or why is any of this cold? It's probably the game logic catching up with me. It's probably broken free of its shackles of not properly work. Oh wait, I need to insulate these. Insulation. Already insulated. Didn't I build new housing over here? Did I already insulated it, huh? Alright, next event. Faction rally. Organize some baptisms. Bam! 850 baptized and join the flock. Let's get guard immunity. Guards are allowed to employ whatever means, no matter how radical, in order to gain some people to justice. Hardened criminals will be publicly executed. All citizens are required to attend and celebrate our just society. Yes, please. And this passes without anything going wrong. See, this just proves it. We are a society of equality, justice, and progress. A traditional progress, that is. You see, all citizens are equal as one flock, but you know, I still do think that now this brings in some questions. Because this seems to be very much so based on Christianity. However, it seems to be based more on Protestantism because it's for equality rather than hierarchy. If this was rather for merit instead, then it would be seen more based off the Catholics. However, I believe that they're based off Protestants, because they seem to be about equality and egalitarianism. But that's also true, then they should be for for reason instead of tradition. Because, the Protestants are not very traditional, you know? You could technically say they're traditional because of how old the Protestant movement is, but... Okay, we can re-establish Outpost 11. Let's do that. Let's come via trails. We've already gotten everything, but it still is a military warehouse we can store things in. Increase exploration speed. Nelson Stormwatch. I remember this. Let's, get that connected via one of these. Like I was saying, yeah, I think they should be for reason instead. If that was the case, because I do feel like the Protestants are far more progressive. It's extremely dangerous. So we need to come here prepared, right? It's going to take a while to do that. So let's just hold off on that for now. Like I'm saying, I'm not entirely sure about this game. Is it not connected? Oh, they're still building the trail. So yeah, okay, yeah. In return for helping them gain control, the woodsmen will provide muscle, quote unquote, in times of need. So otherwise, in other words, they're going to provide us guards that we can enforce equality. Enforce equality. Because yeah, they are zealots, and they are all that, but they definitely, I mean, again, they do worship the generator, so not exactly Christians. Unless they view the generator as a divine gift from... See, because that's what I'm not sure on. Is do they actually worship the generator? Or do they believe that the generator is a gift from God? And that it's like an extension of God. That's what I just can't figure out. Okay, there's nowhere we can go out here. Oh, we can get some more food, though. Might as well. Let's go over to our good old friends of the old Dreadnought. I know I've been neglecting them for the longest time. I've really just been extracting every bit of cash I could out here. Well, it's not cash, but you people understand what I mean. Anyways, let's get a, another pump jack. Oof, we're out of workers here. Is anyone willing to go over to the old Dreadnought, maybe? It's already above its max capacity, but we could always send more. Yeah, let's relocate, 2,000 people over. Well, 2,500 people, but you understand. Let's go over here. Let's get, colony furnace capacity. Triple-plated piping. Is there anything else we can get here? We can get some prefabs. Not much. What about... They got a lot of squalor here as well, because we have so much, pump jacks. I accidentally canceled that. But honestly, they're really just gonna have to live with that. Live in squalor, or you'll die. That's really all that is. Was this over here? I don't remember that being there. Okay, here we go. Young doctor goes mad. Okay, I don't care. Anyways, alright. You know what? We'll do... Yeah, we're returning to Winterhome. Send a colony. I'm ready. Send colonists to Winterhome. Okay, so here we go. So a group must be sent to carry out work in Winterhome. The Evolvers have been the source of discord in New London. One member of the Faithful says, make sure the most fervent of them go. So Defiance, Crossed Out, so I guess they're probably dead, I don't know. And Non. See, I like this. See, this reminds me of like a sort of like 1984 thing, you know, and I kind of like that. Student Radical Group, yeah. So, we can recruit everybody equally, or make sure to include, the Evolvers leaders. Yeah, well, we'll send the Evolvers leaders. See, now this is technically a bad idea, really. Because sure, the Evolvers leaders are going over there, now nobody's going to lead them. However, we also just sent a group of people to a dangerous place who happen to oppose us. Yeah, they want us dead, they're hiding it. Yeah, I understand why they believe that, and they're not wrong. They're not wrong. They ain't right, but they're not wrong. I don't exactly want them dead, I just don't really want them living, you know? There's a difference. It's not really the same thing. What's a little murder among friends? Sometimes I say things that amuse me. But honestly, I don't think it amuses anyone else in the comment section, otherwise they'd probably say something in the comments. Okay, we have 78, so that, yeah, 18 of those are from Shipwreck Camp. Okay, what another event? Robbing Justice. No, we're gonna make sure... Oh, wait, here we go. If he's to die, it'll be on our terms, not his. Public execution. We're gonna execute the coward who tried to evade prison sentence. Could have had the doctors save him to ensure we can continue torturing him. Or... Yeah, we don't need the prefabs, we just need the cores. What was I gonna say? Or we could let him die, but no, we chose the easy way for the punitive prison, which is we just had him executed. We had him publicly hanged. Alright, let's round up some Evolvers. Alright, let's vote in guard immunity. The answer is yes. Of course we want guard immunity. Which honestly, in realistic terms, I don't think we should have guard immunity here. That doesn't make any sense. But since it's just for the general worldview order, we might as well do it anyways. Assign secret police, decrease their standing. Smear campaigns. For everyone wondering, Noah, how do you assign secret police to do a smear campaign? Well, it's easy. We have them integrated into all the factions. There's secret police everywhere. They're watching people. They're documenting things. And you want to know what? Obviously, we have secret police watching the secret police to ensure that they don't turn on us. Alright, so here's the slavers' camp. Several scouts went missing in this area over the years. Finally, we traced their tracks to this walled camp. We can see cages and garden huts. It seems some kind of slaving camp. If we send guards, we can deal with the slavers and rescue some of our prisoners. Our scouts will certainly feel safer. We can explore without having to watch their backs. It's a bunch of Frostlanders, so I don't really need that right now. I mean, yeah, sure, I'd love to save them eventually, but I want to look at the other stuff first. Salvage the remains. No matter what happened here, nobody's using this anymore. Small graveyard, crude sculpture of a man covered in eels. Those who stay lost, but those who move on will be found. I don't get it. Anyways, you might as well send the guards, go kill the slavers, and take back everything. I mean, slavery's not exactly that bad. We're kind of doing that right now, but like, it's okay when we do it. It's not okay when you do it. You people get it, right? Yeah, so increase exploration time. I hope that's a good bit. I can actually check by going here. Yeah, it's extremely decreased. And this... Yeah, again, it's really a small amount. But then again, all in all, it's a good bit. Let's send Mountaineers to go take this oil, too. Might as well, right? Again, I don't get it. I'm gonna build... Oh, I need some more scouts first. Let's wait for time to pass. I could always just disable something, but like... Nah. Meh. Oh, here, I'll just disable this. Game's lagging? Is it gonna crash? No, it's saving, okay. Autosave. Oh wait, what's this? The fate of Winterhome. We could salvage Winterhome. Or we could settle Winterhome. We're gonna salvage it. We're gonna blow it up. Accept. Confirm my choice. Blow it up. Yes, we blew up the generator in order to salvage it for cores. We also blew up the ruins to salvage it for cores, which, to be fair, we actually didn't use a single core in the building of anything we've ever built for, what is it called? What do you call it? In the scenarios where we're building, the generators never actually... Okay, there we go. We can finally embrace all these things, because now we've gotten far enough. Okay, yeah, so we're just gonna become a full city of whatever I want to be. So let's, real quick cancel whatever we're researching right now and just do this. Okay, so here we go. Workforce requirements greatly down. Squalor reduced. Automation primacy. Boom. Embrace tradition. The great chain. Extremely reduced tension and crime. Embrace equality. We can do some forced leveling. I always do level a little bit of robbery in the morning. Anyway, so what we need to do is gather enough cores, upgrade the generator, and research hyperdrive regulators. Yeah, and then we're gonna get a bunch of events in a row. Like, this. No, I hate it. Yeah, that's just. Let's, doing a bit much here. Can I? No, there's literally nothing to do there. Okay, fine. Anyways, to Winterhome we go! No fuel, huh? Let's... I just paused the game. Let us send some fuel over to the ruins of Winterhome in order to power the generator. Let us also send some food. And some goods. Again, like I've said before, I'm heartless. I'm not a monster, though. You know, I'm not the goodest of guys here. But I'm not a bad guy, either. So to say. What do we have to do? I don't get it. What are we supposed to research here? Oh, squalor containment, maybe? Heating hub, I don't know. I'm gonna do squalor containment. Sure, air corridors. Oh, we just have to construct it. That's what it's wanting us to do. Okay, the game is a bit glitching out here. Turn on the generator, turn on auto-allocate. Alright, so we can do safe frost breaking or rapid frost breaking. We're gonna do safe frost breaking because it doesn't kill anyone. We need to get every single core we can out of here. So unfortunately, the people are going to be rather diseased, but that's fine, more or less. Let me check. Is there anything in general out here we want? No. And I'm just going to subsidize everything this place needs. I'm not actually going to have it produce anything besides cores. We have colonists. Alright, and then some more safe frost breaking out here. Let me check, how are there, yeah, there's some steam cores that are pretty far away. But we should probably try to get all the ones we can. We don't have enough people here. Okay, you know what? We can send over some more people. We can always do that. Sorry, not the old dreadnought. Here we go. Send people. Send 1,000 more people over. Hope nobody dies when we're doing this. They might. I don't know. They could. But you know what? That's gonna do it for today's video. In the next video, we'll see what comes of that. But first... wait, is that almost done? No, it's nowhere near from done. I was gonna decide their fate. It's probably gonna hang them, but, oh well. Yeah, that's gonna do it. I hope y'all enjoyed. Until next time, goodbye, and thanks for watching. In the next video, we'll be destroying Winterhome ruins for every steam core we can get. But until next time, goodbye, and thanks for watching. Good thing, too, because the game's starting to glitch out. Let's quickly save. Let's call this one New London. There we go. But yeah, that's it. Which is what I already said, so get lost.